My precious one, I invite you to come, rest, and open your heart to the soothing embrace of my words. Each breath you take, every beat of your heart, and every desire that stirs within you, I see it all. Even now, I am holding you close, carrying you through every season of life, guarding your dreams, and caring for your deepest concerns. As the first light of morning touches your soul, before the weight of your to-do lists and worries takes over your mind, I want you to turn your thoughts toward me. Feel the warmth of my presence, even before your feet touch the floor. Know that I am right there beside you, embracing you with love, before you even take the first step of your day. I understand that life can often feel overwhelming: work struggles, misunderstandings with those you care about, burdens too heavy to carry alone. In these moments, pause, breathe deeply, and let my peace wash over you. Remember, I am the one who holds the entire universe in balance. The stars twinkle where I place them, and the sun rises at my command. If I can hold the cosmos together, surely I can handle the intricate details of your life. Allow my voice to be your compass when you feel lost or uncertain. I speak with both authority and tenderness, guiding you through your challenges and helping you move forward without fear. There will be times when the road ahead seems lonely, and you may feel as though you're walking through the darkness alone. But I want you to know that I am always with you. I am ahead of you, preparing the way, and behind you, protecting you. When doubt tries to convince you that you're not enough or that your circumstances are beyond repair, come closer to me. Let my spirit remind you of your worth. You are loved, chosen, and far more capable than you realize. All I ask of you is to trust me, surrender to my guidance, and trust in my perfect timing. Even when you can't see it yet, know that I am working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail, preparing doors of opportunity that will open at just the right moment. The answers you seek are coming, in ways you cannot yet imagine. Your part is simply to stay open and patient, keeping your eyes fixed on me, not on the distractions that try to pull you away from your path. Never doubt my ability to turn brokenness into beauty. What seems hopeless and beyond repair in your eyes can be transformed into something magnificent in mine. Like a gardener tending to precious seeds, I nurture every part of you, pruning what limits you, refreshing your spirit, and waiting patiently for the seeds of faith to blossom. In my presence, your anxieties begin to fade, your heart softens, and your focus sharpens. Embrace the tenderness I offer, for when you rest in my love, no force can truly harm you, and no voice can strip away the dignity I've placed within you. I see the struggles you face with the opinions of others, how you long for approval, fear rejection, or feel wounded by their harsh words. But remember, my perspective is infinitely more important than the fleeting opinions of the world. Others may not fully understand you or may judge you unfairly, but I see the purity of your heart, the sincerity of your intentions, and the beauty of your soul. Criticism can hurt, but when you anchor your identity in me, the sting of harsh words fades away. Know that you are precious to me, crafted by my design. I delight in your compassion, your desire to do good, and the way you seek to build meaningful connections with others. Yes, in this world you will face envy, malice, and misunderstandings. But remember that you are called to rise above it all, to find your security in me, rather than in the ever-changing opinions of society. People may try to bring you down, but I will remain unshaken, your eternal refuge, your fortress. Let my promises be your shield, and trust in the hope I've placed deep within your soul. My strength is made perfect in your weakness, so lay your burdens at my feet, and watch as I turn them into testimonies of grace. I've seen every battle you fought, every tear you've shed when you thought you couldn't go on. You've faced trials that tested your courage, and you've endured moments so dark that despair whispered in your ear, telling you to give up. But I have always been here, loving you through it all, shaping you into the person you are meant to be. And together, we will transform every hardship into a victory, turning your struggles into stories of resilience, hope, and love. So rest in me, dear one. I am with you always, and my love for you will never fail. Look at how far you've come, my beloved. Through every trial, every tear, and every uncertainty, I have been by your side, guiding you, comforting you, and lighting your way when it seemed too dark to move forward. Even in your moments of struggle, when life's storms seemed to crush you, I never abandoned you. I have always been here, and now I am calling you to step boldly into a season of victory, a season where your triumphs will shine brighter than any setback. The wounds of your past are healing, and the heartbreak that once seemed insurmountable is fading away. Let it go now, for I am offering you a fresh beginning, a new chapter in your life that is written with love, grace, and endless possibility. Your future is not defined by the opinions or judgments of others, for your worth is immeasurable and does not depend on their acceptance. Hold your head high, for you are deeply loved by the Almighty, and no one can take away the value I have placed within you. Walk with quiet confidence, knowing that the blessings I have set aside for you are already on their way. Move away from the negativity that has tried to hold you back. Distance yourself from those who have poisoned your spirit with their toxic words. Instead, come closer to me, for in my presence you will find healing, peace, and a joy that no one can ever steal. The world may try to weigh you down, but I will saturate your heart with a peace that surpasses understanding. A peace that will shield you from the chaos around you. Though you have faced challenges, you have also experienced moments of triumph, those times when breakthroughs came, just when you thought you couldn't go on, when solutions appeared right at the moment of despair. These victories, though they may seem small, are powerful glimpses of my infinite power and unyielding compassion for you. Each one is a reminder that you are never abandoned, that I am with you, and that I will continue to pour my strength into you, enabling you to achieve what you once thought impossible. Celebrate these victories, no matter how small they seem. Let them ignite your faith, for the bigger mountains are coming down next. Today, I speak life into your soul. I breathe my truth into your thoughts, washing away any fear that tries to take root. Dwell on my word, for it will cast out all doubt and realign your heart with the reality of my kingdom. When the storms of life rage, my word will stand firm as your anchor, guiding you to safety. Let it be your lighthouse in the darkest night, showing you the way to calmer shores. The more you fill your heart with my truth, the less room there will be for fear to take hold. Come to me, all of you, the joys, the pain, the confusion. I do not desire you only in your moments of strength, but especially in your moments of weakness and chaos. In those times, I long to enfold you in my arms, to hear your raw, unfiltered prayers, and to meet you in your vulnerability. Speak to me as you would to a trusted friend, and I will respond with revelations that will illuminate your path, showing you hidden ways forward. Your challenges are but a shadow when compared to the overwhelming brilliance of my love for you. If you find yourself feeling empty or lost, invite me into that emptiness. I specialize in filling voids, planting seeds of hope where there was once nothing. I know you have tried to find fulfillment in other places, seeking validation, chasing fleeting achievements, or pursuing temporary pleasures. But none of these will ever truly satisfy you. My love is living water, flowing from a well that never runs dry. Drink deeply from it, and you will find that everything else fades away. My spirit is the nourishment your soul has been craving, and in me you will be revived, restored, and renewed. You may find that some who once hurt you or belittled you will return with apologies and regret. Let forgiveness be your guide. When you choose mercy, you not only release them, but you also open the door for your own healing. Bitterness binds you to the past, but forgiveness frees you to step into the new season I am offering you. And watch closely, for the doors that once slammed shut will swing wide open under my influence. Relationships you thought were beyond repair will be restored in my grace. I hear the longing in your heart for true companionship, for friends who will understand you, support you, and walk with you on this journey. Trust that I am bringing these people into your life, those who will lift you up, encourage you, and share in your spiritual journey. These connections will be rooted in mutual respect and genuine care, and through them, you will see my reflection in others. As you move away from isolation and loneliness, you will discover a community of believers who will walk alongside you, offering wisdom, empathy, and love. Yes, the world may continue to throw negativity your way. You may hear rumors, gossip, or malicious words aimed at your heart. But remember that none of these things can take root in your soul if you stand firm in the truth of who you are. You are sheltered under my wings, where no weapon formed against you can prosper. Speak blessings over your life and hold on to the hope I have promised you. In my arms, you will find a safety that surpasses human cruelty, a balm for your wounds, a love that is unwavering and untouched by accusation. When you were overwhelmed by sorrow, feeling as though your tears would never end, I was there, cradling you through the night. While you wept, I whispered comfort into your spirit, holding you close and giving you peace that made no sense in that moment. Perhaps you awoke the next morning feeling lighter, more hopeful, more at peace than you ever expected. That was me, renewing your strength, renewing your faith, and reminding you that you are never alone. Nothing fills my heart with more joy than seeing you rise from the ashes of despair, discovering the strength that has always been inside you. The resilience you've shown in the darkest of times only highlights the greatness of my power in you. Your story is being woven into a grand tapestry of redemption, and as others witness your journey, they will see a testimony of what faith and trust in me can truly accomplish. Your greatest triumphs are still ahead. Trust in me, and I will lead you into them. My precious one, come, rest, and allow your heart to be enveloped by the soothing embrace of my words. Every breath you take, each heartbeat that resonates within you, and every longing that stirs your soul, I see it all. I am holding you close, gently carrying you through every season, tenderly guarding your dreams and embracing your deepest concerns. I see you, my beloved, and I am with you through it all. As the morning light softly touches your heart, before the world's worries or the weight of endless tasks tries to steal your peace, I want you to turn your thoughts toward me. Feel the warmth of my presence wrap around you even before you take the first step of your day. I am there, beside you, holding you in love, before your feet touch the ground. Life often feels overwhelming: the struggles at work, the misunderstandings with loved ones, the burdens that feel too heavy to bear alone. In these moments, pause, breathe, and let my peace gently wash over you like a refreshing stream, soothing every anxious thought. Remember, I am the one who holds the entire universe together. The stars sparkle where I place them, and the sun rises by my command. If I can hold the vastness of the cosmos in balance, surely I can handle the intricacies of your life. Trust me, my dear. Allow my voice to be your compass when you feel lost, for I speak with both authority and tenderness, guiding you forward through uncertainty and fear. There will be moments when the path ahead seems lonely, when darkness surrounds you and you feel isolated. But know this, I am with you always. I go before you, preparing the way, and I stand behind you, offering protection. When doubt tries to convince you that you are not enough or that your circumstances are beyond repair, draw near to me. Let my spirit remind you of your true worth. You are loved, chosen, and more capable than you can imagine. All I ask is that you trust me completely, surrender your heart to my guidance, and trust in my perfect timing. Even when the details remain hidden from you, know that I am working tirelessly behind the scenes. I am orchestrating every detail, preparing doors of opportunity that will open at precisely the right moment. Your answers will come in ways you cannot yet understand. Your part is to remain open and patient, keeping your focus on me rather than the distractions that try to pull you away from the path I have set for you. Never doubt my ability to turn brokenness into beauty. What may seem hopeless and beyond repair in your eyes, I can transform into something magnificent. Like a gardener tending to precious seeds, I nurture every part of you, pruning what holds you back, refreshing your spirit, and patiently waiting for the seeds of faith to blossom into something extraordinary. In my presence, your anxieties will begin to fade, your heart will soften, and your focus will become clear. Embrace the tenderness I offer you. When you rest in my love, no force in this world can truly harm you, and no voice can strip away the dignity I have placed deep within you. I see the struggles you face, the longing for approval, the fear of rejection, and the pain caused by others' harsh words. But remember, my perspective is infinitely more important than the fleeting opinions of the world. Others may not fully understand you or may judge you unfairly, but I see the purity of your heart, the sincerity of your intentions, and the depth of your soul's beauty. Criticism may sting, but when your identity is anchored in me, the wounds of harsh words lose their power. Know that you are precious to me, crafted by my hands. I delight in your compassion, your heart's desire to do good, and your quest to build meaningful connections with others. In this world, you will face envy, malice, and misunderstandings. But remember, you are called to rise above it all, to find your security in me rather than in the ever-changing opinions of society. People may try to tear you down, but I am your eternal refuge and your fortress. Let my promises be your shield, and trust in the hope that I have planted deep within your soul. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. Lay your burdens at my feet and watch as I turn them into powerful testimonies of grace. I have seen every battle you have fought, every tear you've shed when you felt like giving up. You have faced trials that tested your courage and endured moments so dark that despair whispered that all was lost. But through it all, I have never left your side. I have been here, loving you, shaping you, and guiding you into the person you are meant to be. Together, we will transform every hardship into a victory. Every struggle will become a story of resilience, hope, and love, a testimony to the power of my grace. So, rest in me, my dear one. I am with you always, and my love for you will never fail. Let your heart find peace in the certainty of my presence. You are not alone. You are loved. And together, we will turn every challenge into a triumph. My beloved, I urge you, even now, to resist the pull of discouragement. Stand firm in prayer, hold fast to your belief, and embrace the victories that I have already secured for you. The road may feel steep, and at times, you might feel unprepared to climb. But remember this, my strength flows through you like an unbreakable current, lifting you higher than your own efforts ever could. The fears that once seemed like towering giants will shrink to mere shadows in the light of my power. In the quiet surrender of your heart, you will find a strength you never knew. You had the strength that comes from resting in my presence. I love you too much to leave you shackled by the chains of doubt or regret. Even when you question your worth or your abilities, I never doubt who I created you to be. I see in you a warrior, a champion, shaped by life's trials, but refined by my grace. When you face adversity, whether it's external challenges or the internal struggles that keep you up at night, know that I have equipped you to stand victorious. Deepen your understanding of who I am, for as you grow in the knowledge of my unwavering commitment to you, all uncertainty will dissolve like mist under the warmth of the sun. Focus on my nature unchanging and unfailing, and watch as the storm clouds of doubt part, revealing the bright horizon of my promises that await you. I know you've encountered people who only seek your company when it serves them. Those who wear masks of kindness while harboring envy and selfishness in their hearts. Be cautious with your trust, my child. Pour your secrets into my hands, for I am the one who will never betray you. The world may try to break you with false friendships, but I will bring you into relationships that honor the treasure within you. Evaluate the fruit that others bear. Do they show empathy, honesty, and consistent goodness? Some relationships may need boundaries to protect your heart, and that's okay. Trust in me, and I will lead you to those who will walk with you in love, truth, and authenticity. You are meant to thrive, not just survive. I have designed you to flourish in every area of your life, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Lack is not your inheritance. You are destined to walk in blessings, and while the world may define success by fleeting achievements or material wealth, I want to redefine that for you. True prosperity in my kingdom is not measured by what you own, but by inner peace, strong relationships, and a life filled with purpose. Let me reshape your perspective, so you no longer chase after what the world calls success. Instead, embrace the richness of my presence, which will satisfy you in ways nothing else can. Be mindful, my dear, that your journey is unique. Do not waste energy comparing your path to others. Each person has their own calling, their own gifts, and their own timeline for breakthrough. Celebrate the victories of those around you and remain hopeful for your own. My plan for you is limitless, and the success of others never diminishes the blessings I have prepared for you. I have unlimited resources, boundless love, and infinite power to manifest wonders in the life of every person who surrenders to my will. When you immerse yourself in my word, your faith becomes an unshakable foundation, immune to the negativity of the world. Let my truth dwell in you richly, and let it nourish your spirit. Memorize verses that speak directly to your situation, and watch as they become living strength in moments of crisis. My words are not just ink on a page, they are spiritual sustenance, a sword that cuts through the lies of the enemy, and a fortress that shields you from despair. When you declare my promises over your life, you align yourself with the unmovable reality of my kingdom. You may worry about not being perfect, and yes, you are not. But I never asked for perfection. I asked for a heart willing to be molded, to learn, and to grow. What I value is your honesty, your willingness to come to me, even when you are broken, uncertain, or ashamed. It is in this vulnerability that miracles unfold. Pride builds walls, keeping my grace at arm's length, but humility tears down those walls, inviting freedom, healing, and transformation. Let go of the guilt that weighs you down from past mistakes. I do not define you by them. When you have repented with a sincere heart, your mistakes are forgiven and forgotten by me. I urge you to forgive yourself, to release the chains of regret, and to move forward, free from yesterday's burdens. Every new day is a canvas, and I am ready to paint it with the colors of redemption and hope. Know this, I am far more interested in your future than I am in your past. Your stumbles, your wounds, they do not determine the purpose I have set for your life. Yes, storms will come. At times, the winds of adversity will blow so fiercely that your confidence will tremble. But I want you to picture a towering tree, battered by high winds, its roots digging even deeper into the soil. The storm pushes it to grow stronger, grounding it firmly. In the same way, the challenges you face can deepen the roots of your faith, pushing you to depend on me even more. When difficulty strikes, cling to my promises. Speak them aloud, proclaiming victory in my name. Let my word steady your soul, like an anchor holding a ship firm against raging waves. If you find yourself in a season of waiting, resist the temptation to rush ahead. Waiting on me is never wasted time. Just as seeds grow beneath the surface before they break through the soil, I am working in the unseen spaces of your life. In these hidden moments of patience, I am refining your character, clarifying your vision, and aligning circumstances to fulfill my perfect will for you. Trust in this, my beloved. Every season is part of my divine plan. Your victory is assured, and my love for you is eternal. So stand firm, remain patient, and know that I am with you every step of the way. My dear, take heart and know that you will never miss the beautiful destiny I have ordained for you if you remain steadfast in your faith. I understand the deep longing in your heart for certainty, for a clear path to follow. But faith calls you to walk where sight fails you. It's like stepping out of the boat and onto waves that defy logic, trusting that I will hold your hand through it all. Even if you stumble, even if you feel yourself sinking, Call out to me, and I will be there instantly to lift you up. Do not let the fear of failure paralyze you. Every step of faith, no matter how wobbly or uncertain, expands your capacity to trust in me. I've designed you for victories beyond your natural abilities, victories that only my strength can bring about. This is how you transform from someone held back by fear to a bold adventurer, stepping into divine possibilities you once thought impossible. Every prayer you offer, every plea for guidance, is like a sweet fragrance rising to me. Even when the answers seem delayed or out of reach, keep believing. Think back to the moments when your prayers were answered, times when you were surprised by my timing, my willingness to intervene. Let those memories become your stones of remembrance, marking milestones on your journey. Whenever you feel discouraged or forgotten, revisit those moments and reignite your hope. I am the same God who parted seas, who calmed the storms, and who walked with the Israelites through the wilderness. If you continue to seek my face, you will see my faithfulness, unshaken through every season of life. When the weight of family conflict or strained friendships breaks your heart, invite me to heal the rift. I know it's hard to extend love when anger and hurt feel justified. But remember, my child, how much I've forgiven you. In the same way, you can forgive those who've wronged you. I have the power to restore even the most broken relationships. But I also know that sometimes the healthiest choice is to set boundaries. Trust me to guide you. Whether it's reconciliation or peace through separation, my peace will direct you. You are never powerless in these moments. Through prayer and kindness, you become a vessel for my reconciling grace. Watch as walls crumble, hearts soften, and unity emerges from the most chaotic circumstances. Never forget that you are a priceless instrument in my hands, not just for your own benefit, but for the blessing of others. The kindness you show, whether to a struggling friend, a neighbor in need, or even a stranger passing by, reflects my heart. Simple, everyday acts of compassion can ripple out, touching lives in ways you may never see or fully understand. When you step out in love, you become my ambassador, sowing seeds of grace in places that are aching for hope. The good you do in my name is never lost. It stands as proof that I am alive and at work in the world through you, a living testimony of my love and power. If your heart stirs with a longing for deeper purpose, don't ignore it. That holy restlessness is my spirit calling you to something more. I have uniquely fashioned you with gifts and passions that this world desperately needs. Your dreams and desires are not random or meaningless. They are part of the divine design I've placed within you. Perhaps you feel a pull to create, to teach, to heal, to protect, or to serve in ways that are still unclear. Bring these desires to me and allow my spirit to birth new opportunities in your life. Courageously pursue what makes your soul come alive with righteousness. This pursuit will not only enrich your life, but will also shine my light in the world for others to see and be drawn to. Celebrate the small victories along the way. Too often, we get caught up in waiting for the big breakthroughs, missing out on the countless blessings that surround us each day. Learn to cultivate gratitude for the seemingly small moments, each answered prayer, each step forward, each moment of peace in the middle of a storm. Life with me is not about waiting for monumental moments. It's about recognizing my presence and provision in the everyday. A heart full of gratitude is fertile ground where hope and joy can take root and grow. If past betrayals or lingering wounds threaten to overshadow your present, bring them to me for healing. I am fully capable of mending the broken places in your heart and soul, transforming your scars into symbols of strength, not shame. Your pain does not define you, it refines you. Those wounds can become powerful channels of empathy and grace, helping you relate to others who are hurting in the same way. Do not hide your brokenness in the shadows. Bring it to me, and I will redeem it, turning your pain into a testimony of healing and hope for others. Beware the lies of the enemy, who seeks to convince you that your circumstances are too hopeless, your sins too great, or your future too bleak. I am the God who makes the impossible possible. When darkness seems to close in on you, know that my light will pierce through it like the dawn after the longest night. My hope rises within you, unstoppable, unshakable, and triumphant. Even if fear knocks at your door, answer it with the unshakable confidence of a child who knows their loving Father stands behind them. There will be moments when joy overflows, and tears of gratitude will fall not from sorrow, but from awe at my goodness. Whether it's a miraculous healing, a long-awaited reconciliation, or the fulfillment of a prayer, let your heart celebrate in those moments. Let your tears be a testament to the wonder of my love for you. As you rejoice, you remind yourself and everyone around you that good triumphs over evil, grace abounds, and my faithfulness is unwavering. My love for you transcends every season and every circumstance. Even when everything else around you falters and fades, I remain your steadfast anchor. You are never truly alone. Place your deepest hopes, your rawest fears, and your most vulnerable dreams in my hands, and trust that I will shield them, nurture them, and bring them to fruition in ways that will exceed your wildest expectations. Know this, your life holds profound eternal meaning, not because the world affirms it, but because I have declared it. When others fail to see your worth, lift your eyes to me. I see you completely, your heart, your dreams, your struggles, and I rejoice over you with singing. You are my precious treasure, and I delight in your existence. Let that truth fill your soul and drown out any voice that whispers that you are insignificant or unloved. Temptations will come. No one walks through life unchallenged, but take heart, for I have equipped you with all you need to overcome. My word is a sword of truth, prayer is your shield of faith, and my spirit is your constant counselor. No temptation, no matter how alluring, can defeat a heart fully surrendered to me. Lean on my strength and watch as I provide a way of escape, even when it seems impossible. Though your flesh may feel fragile and your strength may waver, know this, I am infinitely strong, always ready to lift you from the depths. I urge you not to place your identity in the shifting sands of fleeting affections or the approval of others. While human love can be pure, it is still imperfect, and it can falter. My love, however, is unwavering. It is the anchor that holds your soul steady through the fiercest storms. When you focus too much on others' approval, you risk building your foundation on sand. But when you stand on me, the solid rock, I will keep you safe from the emotional hurricanes that rage around you. My affections will never change. In my presence, you are always shielded. Every time you approach me, whether joyful, exhausted, or brokenhearted, know that I welcome you with open arms. No matter what state you're in, my compassion overflows for you. In those moments when you feel unworthy or overwhelmed, that is precisely when my grace is most evident. The more honest you are about your struggles, the more room you make for me to fill you with my love. Wear no masks before me. Let me touch every part of your soul, even the deepest, darkest corners that you've hidden away, thinking they are too broken to heal. Those places, the ones you're afraid to face, are where my light shines brightest. Even when the world around you spirals into chaos, don't allow fear to take root in your heart. I am the same, yesterday, today, and forever. My hand is never too short to reach you, and my sight is never dimmed by the turmoil of this world. While others may panic, I will keep you in perfect peace if you choose to fix your trust on me. That peace, the kind that surpasses all understanding, is a hallmark of my presence. It is available to you, regardless of your external circumstances. In the midst of life's storms, my peace stands as a testament to my power and your trust in me. Let your mind linger on my promises, for they are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of your faith. Water them with prayer and watch as hope blossoms in your heart. Over time, these promises will bear fruit, testimonies of healing, deliverance, and redemption that will encourage you and others around you. As you experience the sweetness of those promises fulfilled, you'll realize that my words were never empty. They carry the full authority of heaven, and when they take root in your life, they change everything. In my perfect timing, I will elevate you to new heights, whether in your career, relationships, or personal growth. But remember, elevation in my kingdom is tied to humility, surrender, and a heart ready to serve others. If you're waiting for breakthrough, prepare your heart now by cultivating compassion and gratitude. When the doors open, you will step through them with grace and wisdom, fully equipped to steward the new blessings I'm preparing for you. Elevation is not just about personal success. It's about serving with a heart that reflects my love. If you find that your spirit feels dull, if prayer feels burdensome, or worship seems forced, be patient with yourself. Every relationship has its dry seasons, and your relationship with me is no exception. Even when the emotional spark seems absent, continue seeking me. The discipline of pressing on, even in spiritual drought, will build endurance and often lead to a deeper intimacy with me. It's in the struggle that you learn to lean on me more fully. I reward those who seek me diligently, not just when it feels easy, but especially when it's difficult. These seasons will shape your faith and draw you closer to my heart. Remember, you are on a pilgrimage, a journey toward deeper intimacy with me. Every step, even the ones filled with pain or struggle, carries the potential for profound revelation. The wilderness you're walking through right now is a place of refining, where you learn to rely on me for everything. Don't despise these seasons of trial. They are the very places where my voice grows clearer and your faith becomes stronger. Through the wilderness, you are being prepared to carry the glory I long to pour out in your life. As you journey through life, always remember that you are not alone. Many others are walking through similar battles, and understanding this will fill your heart with compassion, not bitterness. When you encounter those who are weary and burdened, share with them the comfort you've received from me. Your encouragement has the power to heal, and as you lift others, your own spirit will remain buoyant. In giving hope, you will receive hope. This is how my love flows through you when you become a conduit for others. you're also nourishing your own soul. Do not be disheartened by setbacks. They do not define your destiny. Often, they are the catalysts for growth. When you stumble, don't let shame hold you back. Repent quickly, rise up, and keep moving forward. My grace redeems everything, not just your soul, but your circumstances as well. What the enemy intended for harm, I will use to mold you, refine you, and strengthen your faith. Hold tight to this promise. I work all things together for good for those who love me and are called according to my purpose. If you ever find yourself questioning my existence because of the hardships you've faced, I ask you to look around at the world I've created. Look at the vastness of the sky, the intricate beauty of the creatures I've made, and the rhythms of nature that carry on year after year. Every detail speaks of my care, my artistry, and my love. The same God who orchestrated the universe is intimately familiar with your struggles. Your doubts don't offend me. They invite me to show you my true nature. Bring your doubts into the light, and I will reveal to you that I am real, present, and deeply personal. When storms hit, whether through a medical diagnosis, financial strain, or unforeseen challenges, pause and remember who I am. I parted seas so my people could walk to safety. I fed thousands with just a few loaves. I called the dead back to life. My power is the same today as it was then. When you turn your focus back to me, your perspective shifts, and you'll see that nothing is too big for me. Whisper your fears to me, and I will breathe courage into your heart, filling you with strength. Yes, you've made mistakes. You carry scars from choices you regret, from words you can't take back, from doors you wish you'd never opened. But those scars, when surrendered to me, become marks of my redemption. Through your testimony of healing, you light a path for others who are also struggling with regret. You show them that if I can redeem your past, I can redeem theirs as well. Protect your soul by guarding what you allow into your heart and mind. Your eyes and ears are gateways that either allow purity or invite negativity into your spirit. Be careful with what you watch, listen to, and read. Fill your heart with what nourishes your soul: music, messages, and conversations that point you back to my love and wisdom. This doesn't mean avoiding reality. It means learning to filter everything through a lens of faith and hope. In a world filled with distress and confusion, you have the power to be a beacon of peace. Choose to embrace what nurtures your spirit. Prioritize rest, and let my peace guide you. You have everything you need in me. I did not create you to function as a machine, tirelessly churning out tasks without rest. Your body, mind, and spirit all crave downtime, an opportunity to recharge, to quiet the noise, and to reconnect with me. Rest is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Just as the strongest engines require maintenance, so too does your soul need time to recalibrate. It is in the stillness that you hear my whispers more clearly, and in those moments of pause, your spirit finds peace. Even the most resilient among you will burn out without rest. Remember, I modeled rest for you on the seventh day, inviting you to step into that same rhythm of restoration, trusting that not every problem relies on your frantic efforts to solve it. There is divine purpose in your stillness. When the voice of condemnation creeps into your heart, accusing you of unworthiness or whispering that you have somehow disappointed me, recognize that voice for what it truly is: a distortion of the truth. Conviction is my loving guidance, leading you toward correction, while condemnation is the enemy's attempt to drown you in despair. The cross stands as irrefutable evidence of my desire for your redemption, not your destruction. I do not hold your mistakes against you. I offer you forgiveness, and I ask you to walk boldly in it. Let go of the shame that tries to keep you in the shadows, and step into the light of my grace. I want you to open your eyes to the blessings that are already surrounding you. Gratitude has the power to shift your perspective from what you lack to what you have. Every day, I scatter small gifts in your path, perhaps a word of encouragement that seems to come just when you need it, or a sunset so breathtaking that it takes your breath away, or the pure laughter of a child that fills the air with joy. These are tokens of my love for you, reminders that I am always near, always providing, even in ways you may not expect. As you practice thankfulness, you will begin to see my presence in every corner of your life, and hope will naturally spring up in your heart. When you are faced with a new challenge, do not rely solely on your own understanding. Seek my wisdom through prayer, scripture, and godly counsel. Pride says, I can handle this alone, but humility opens the door for divine insight. My perspective is far higher than yours, and I see the outcomes of decisions you have not yet considered. When you align with my guidance, you save yourself from unnecessary detours and heartbreak. Let my word be the lamp that lights your path, illuminating every step you take. If you have felt judged by others or by religion itself, I invite you to come to me not for condemnation, but for genuine fellowship. I did not send my Son into the world to judge you, but to save you. While rules and traditions have their place, love is the very core of who I am. When you experience my love firsthand, it transforms your faith from a list of obligations to a living, breathing relationship. In that relationship, your actions are not driven by fear of failure or the pressure to perform, but by a deep, authentic love for me. Holiness is no longer a checklist, but a natural outpouring of your devotion. There is a reason your heart longs for something beyond the temporary thrills of this world. I have placed eternity in your soul, a longing for a deeper connection than anything earthly pursuits can offer. Every fleeting high will eventually fade, but the joy I give you transcends time and circumstance. Open your heart to my spirit, and you will discover streams of living water flowing within you, renewing your strength and bringing a joy that no worldly delight can rival. And please, hear this. Your tears are not a sign of weakness. They are a beautiful and authentic expression of your heart. I welcome your tears, whether they are born from grief, frustration, or even anger. I designed you to feel deeply, and I understand every emotion you experience. In your vulnerability, you will find my compassion. When you pour out your heart to me, I answer with love. It's in that raw moment of need that I speak words of comfort, of healing, and of restoration. I lift you from the depths of sorrow and place your feet on the path of healing. I know that holding on to faith can feel difficult when circumstances don't immediately improve. But that's exactly what faith is, a confident assurance in what you cannot yet see. It's the belief that my goodness remains unwavering, even when it's not immediately visible. Let your faith anchor you in times of adversity. As you cling to it, you'll notice that the emotional storms become less overwhelming, and you'll find yourself more firmly rooted in my steady presence. Over time, You will look back and see how every trial has shaped you, forging a testimony that will radiate hope for others to see. When you begin to doubt your identity, remember this: I created you with intentionality. You are not an accident. My hands formed you with purpose and care. There are gifts within you waiting to be unveiled as you grow and step into your calling. When you question your worth, pause and reflect on the truth. I valued you so much that I gave my very son to restore you to abundant life. No voice, whether from within or without, can diminish your significance unless you allow it. You are loved, cherished, and valued beyond measure. Practice surrender every day. Each morning, place your plans, your emotions, and your uncertainties into my capable hands. Surrender is not passive resignation. It is the active decision to trust me above all else. It is the invitation for me to shape your life beyond anything you could imagine. Resist the urge to control every outcome, and instead, let me be the captain of your soul. I will steer you through life's storms and bring you to places of beauty and wonder that you could never have reached on your own. Stop waiting for your life to be perfect before coming to me. I long to be with you even in the messy, confusing moments. Your brokenness doesn't drive me away. It draws me closer. Bring me your cracks, your chips, your imperfections, and allow me to turn them into something breathtaking. I specialize in transforming brokenness into beauty. If guilt from your past is weighing you down, know that I specialize in fresh starts. My mercies are new every morning. That means you can wake up every day with a clean slate, free from the burdens of yesterday's mistakes. When you recall your past, let it serve as a reminder of how far I have brought you. Turn your regrets into testimonies of grace, rather than allowing them to anchor you in condemnation. Be patient with the growth of others too. Everyone you encounter is also in process. People are battling struggles you may not see. Show compassion where you might be tempted to judge. Encourage rather than criticize. By extending grace, you mirror my heart, and you create an environment where healing and transformation can flourish. As you lift others, you will rise too. My kingdom operates differently from the world's. While the world chases fame and self-promotion, I honor humility and servanthood. Choose the path of love and service, even if no one applauds you here. I see every act of kindness, every silent sacrifice, and my rewards will echo in eternity, long after the fleeting praise of men is gone. When doubt tries to cloud your heart, reflect on the many times you've overcome the odds, those moments when you once thought you couldn't go on, but you did. Remember the provisions that arrived just when you needed them, the words of hope that came at the 11th hour. Every instance is a testimony of my faithfulness. I have been with you in the past, and I will continue to be with you now and forever. You may be tempted to fall back into old patterns, addictions, toxic relationships, or destructive mindsets. But remember this: you are a new creation in me. The old has passed away, and the new has come. I have placed within you the strength to stand firm. My spirit gives you the resilience you need to resist the pull of your past. Stand tall, declare your freedom, and live in the identity I have given you as my beloved child. Your past does not define you. My love does. Choose the life I've called you to and walk in the freedom that I've already won for you at the cross. Imagine this: you using the very gifts I placed inside you to create, whether it's through art, music, writing, or any other form of expression. That surge of creativity you feel, it's a direct reflection of my own creative spirit. Every time you share your gifts with the world, you're showing a piece of my divine nature to those around you. This isn't just about creating for creation's sake. It's about honoring me through your unique talents. Let your art, your music, your words, whatever form they take, shine a light on the giver of all good things. This is worship. It's more than just singing or praying. It's expressing the beauty I entrusted to you, celebrating it, and inviting others to see my glory through your creativity. Now, think about your everyday interactions, the small moments, the fleeting encounters with people who may not even notice you. These are opportunities to cultivate peace. When someone is rude or impatient, instead of reacting in anger, respond with kindness. You don't have to wait for others to deserve your kindness. Extend it freely, because remember, you once needed mercy too, and I showered it upon you without hesitation. By planting seeds of grace in tense situations, you're bringing my presence into places that need healing. You're offering a glimpse of something better, something divine in every word, every gesture, every interaction. You may not see it, but every moment like this is a victory for peace. Rest assured, I orchestrate everything in your life, the big moments and the seemingly insignificant ones. I'm not just concerned with your major life events. I care about your joys, your sorrows, your dreams, and even the thoughts you have when you think no one is watching. I notice everything. If I can care for the smallest sparrow, how much more do I care for you, the one made in my image? I am ever present, always attentive, and I'll never miss a detail. Trust that I see it all and that I'm working, weaving my love and wisdom into the very fabric of your life. In times of loneliness, when it feels like the world has turned its back on you, remember what I promised. I will never leave you nor forsake you. No matter the circumstances, my presence is with you, like a parent holding the hand of their child in a crowded place. I am your constant, your refuge when the world seems to slip through your fingers. You may not always see me, but I am with you, guiding you, comforting you, offering you the peace only I can give. When you feel burdened by the weight of the world wars, injustices, suffering, bring those burdens to me. You are not helpless. Your prayers matter. Your intercession holds power. You may not be able to change things on your own, but when you pray, you release my strength into the world. I see every injustice, every tear shed, every cry for help. In my perfect timing, I will bring justice like a mighty flood. In the meantime, be a vessel of compassion. Lift your voice for the voiceless, care for the broken. Your prayers, your love, your actions, these are all part of my plan to bring about healing. As you read these words, take a moment to recognize the invitation I'm extending to you. This isn't just a message, it's an invitation into deeper communion with me. Let these truths shape your life, your choices, your hopes. Let them remind you that you are surrounded by my love always, unchanging, eternal. Come back to these truths whenever you feel lost or uncertain. They are anchored in my nature, which is unshaken by the chaos of the world. I give you all of me, my wisdom, my protection, my affection, and my promises. You don't have to be perfect to receive them. All I ask is that you're willing, and when you bring your willingness to the table, I can do more than you ever imagined, things beyond your wildest dreams. Let go of the weight you've been carrying and allow my peace to fill you. Walk with confidence, knowing you are cherished, loved by the one who spoke the universe into existence. The same creative force that designed the cosmos is at work in you, painting your life with hues of hope, love, and faith. You've come far, yes, but our journey is far from over. With every conversation, every moment we share, our relationship grows richer, deeper. I'm not just walking with you. I'm shaping you, drawing you closer to the fullness of your purpose. The story of your life is still unfolding, and though some chapters may feel heavy, know that the end will be filled with redemption and joy. It's not over yet. The best chapters are still to come. Embrace the present, my child. Let my love wash over you, filling every corner of your heart. Let it remove your fears, renew your mind, and heal the wounds that have held you captive. The future is full of possibilities far greater than anything you've imagined, and I will guide you through every twist and turn. My grace is enough, my love is endless, and my peace is yours to claim. Rest in the knowledge that you are forever safe in my embrace. In those moments when life feels like too much, when the demands of the world threaten to pull you under pause, breathe. Let my presence settle over you like a gentle wave. I've been with you since the very beginning, watching over you with love and tenderness. Even when you doubt, even when you feel unworthy, know that I see you, your struggles, your strengths, your beauty. I know you intimately, and nothing escapes my gaze. Let go of the need to fix everything. Release the pressure you've been putting on yourself. I am here to carry the load. I am ready to step into the mess with you, to heal the broken places, to lift the burdens you weren't meant to carry alone. Allow my compassion to pour into every area of your life, especially the places that feel empty or dry. I will breathe new life into you, turning mourning into joy, despair into hope. The quiet moments, those serendipitous encounters that bring a smile to your face, the words of comfort that arrive when you least expect them, those are not coincidences. Those are my ways of reminding you that I am with you always. Though the world is turbulent, my kingdom is steady. You are part of that kingdom, my child. And when you focus on me rather than your circumstances, you tap into a peace that the world cannot take away. When your plans crumble and your defenses fall, rest in this truth. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. Your hope in me is never misplaced. I am your anchor, your safe harbor. Trust in me. Do you ever pause and remember those moments when you felt truly alive, when passion burned within you, and every step seemed guided by a higher calling? Those weren't mere flashes of fleeting excitement, but glimpses of the purpose I've always had for you, long before the world began. You were designed with a unique spark to reflect aspects of my nature: creativity, kindness, persistence, empathy. Each of these virtues I've planted deep within you is meant to radiate through every part of your life. Let your heart burn brightly with them once more. And don't worry that your uniqueness might fall short. It's precisely the fragrance I want you to share with the world. When you walk confidently in your true identity, something beautiful happens. You become a beacon of light in places darkened by fear, despair, and hopelessness. Look at how far you've come. There were moments you felt broken, unsure of your ability to keep going. Yet here you are, standing strong, capable of reading these words. You've weathered storms, survived dark nights of the soul, and yet you are still here, breathing, thriving, receiving the promises I have for you. My hand has guided you in the moments you thought were insurmountable. I whispered encouragement into your spirit, strengthening you when you couldn't find strength anywhere else. Maybe you faced heartbreak, loss, or injustice situations that made you question if goodness still existed. But even in those moments of deep pain, I was there, standing with you. My heart beat with yours, sharing your sorrow and gently guiding you toward healing. You may not see the masterpiece being crafted in your life just yet, but every thread, both the bright and the dark, is being woven together by my faithfulness, creating something more beautiful than you can imagine. Trust me, your story is not over. Now, I ask you to let go of the bitterness that may have taken root in the hidden corners of your heart. I know it's difficult to release past hurts, especially when you long for justice. Anger, blame, and resentment can become chains that hold you in a prison of pain. But if you keep holding on to those wounds, they will prevent my healing from reaching you. I am the God of justice, and I will repay every injustice in ways you cannot even comprehend. Free your heart from the weight of unforgiveness and make space for my divine restoration. Let mercy become the path you choose, for in mercy you will find the sweetness of my grace, and you will extend it to others who may not even deserve it. Now, look ahead. So often, we get stuck thinking the best parts of our story are behind us, believing that the chapters we've missed or the opportunities we've let slip by are irreversible. But I want you to hear this. Your story is far from over. I am the author of your life, and I am still writing. Your best chapters haven't come yet. Surrender your timeline to me and stop comparing your journey to others. The path I have for you is designed with precision, every twist and turn purposeful. Though some roads may seem winding or difficult, know that each step is preparing you for blessings you haven't even imagined. Walk by faith, not by sight, trusting that I know exactly which door to open for you at the right moment. And while you wait, don't forget to celebrate the victories, no matter how small they may seem. Every day is an opportunity to grow in your understanding of me, to build meaningful relationships, and to further refine your sense of purpose. Your weaknesses do not disqualify you from living a life of impact. Remember, my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Time and time again, I choose to use what the world calls inadequate people, who feel too broken, too flawed, too unimportant to showcase my boundless power. Your imperfections, when surrendered to me, become windows for my grace to shine through. A humble spirit, one that recognizes its need for me, is more precious to me than any flawless performance. When pride crumbles and the heart is laid bare, my spirit finds a home in that vulnerability, and transformation begins. Do not despise your vulnerabilities. Allow me to refine them and use them to bring about miraculous changes in your life and in the lives of those around you. I know there have been moments when loneliness weighed on you so heavily that you felt like no one understood your pain or your questions. Yet even in those times, my presence surrounded you. I saw every silent tear that others missed, every quiet sigh that escaped your lips when despair threatened to overtake you. Know this: your cries did not vanish into the air. They rose to my throne like a sweet fragrance, and I responded, sending glimmers of hope your way. Watch for those glimmers, they may come in unexpected forms. A kind word from a stranger, a sudden reminder of love, a moment of connection that feels like a lifeline. These are signs, my child, that you are seen and cherished. And yes, there are days when you wake up feeling a hollow ache in your soul, an emptiness that nothing in this world seems to fill. You might try to distract yourself with work, entertainment, or busying yourself with the endless noise of life. But nothing will quiet that longing except for me. That longing, that yearning is my gift, a divine prompt calling you back to my heart. If you keep ignoring it, you risk becoming numb to the very love that can heal you. Answer the call, turn off the distractions, and listen for the whispers of my spirit. In the sacred silence, you will find the fulfillment that far exceeds anything this world offers. I want you to recognize when pride shows up in your thoughts. It doesn't always appear as arrogance. Sometimes it's more subtle self-righteousness, an unwillingness to admit mistakes, or the relentless pursuit of validation from others. At its core, pride is a desire to control life on your own terms, rather than surrendering to my sovereignty. But remember, true transformation comes from humility. Have you ever noticed how a plant must surrender to the soil in order to grow? It's hidden beneath the surface, where it takes root, before it bursts into life above ground. Humility grounds you in the soil of my will, and from there, growth becomes possible. The deeper you root yourself in me, the stronger you become in times of adversity. I know you've heard many voices speaking their version of truth, but I ask you to weigh everything against the eternal nature of my word. The wisdom of this world shifts with the winds of culture, but my wisdom is unchanging. Build your foundation on me. Let my love, grace, and righteousness shape you. When the storms of opinion rage around you, you will remain steady. Keep returning to me in prayer, seeking my heart. I will guide you sometimes through a quiet intuition, sometimes through a verse of scripture that seems to speak directly to you, or through the counsel of a trusted friend. Stay open, and you'll begin to notice my guidance in ways you never expected. Remember, miracles aren't confined to ancient scriptures. They still happen today. Healing still happens when the doctors give no hope. Provision still happens when the bills pile up and the way seems impossible. Relationships still heal, even after they've been shattered. Open your heart to the possibility that I may intervene in your situation, suddenly and powerfully. But also, be aware that miracles often unfold in small, progressive ways. An unexpected opportunity, a shift in perspective, a conversation that restores hope, whether grand or subtle. My hand is never too short to save. Finally, rest in the knowledge that I am always with you. I am there in the ordinary moments of your life, not just in your greatest triumphs or in a church service, but in every step of your day. When you cook dinner, when you drive to work, when you comfort a friend, you can infuse every task with divine purpose when you walk in fellowship with me. Look around and see how I am involved in the details of your life, both the big and the small. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by the monotony of daily life or powerless against the world's challenges, remember that every act of kindness, every prayer, and every moment of faith has eternal significance. When you enter into prayer, remember that it's not just a ritual, nor simply the act of reciting words. It's an intimate conversation with me. Let your heart pour out in honesty. Bring your frustrations, your doubts, your fears, as well as your hopes and joys. Don't be afraid to speak openly, to reveal what's heavy on your spirit. Then take the time to listen. In the stillness of your heart, my spirit will bring clarity and peace, sometimes answering questions you haven't even fully articulated. I may not respond in the way you expect or on your timeline, but trust me, I am molding your discernment, guiding you to trust more deeply, and aligning your desires with my eternal plan. Over time, you'll see that no prayer that comes from the heart goes unanswered. It might not always be in the form you envisioned, but rest assured, my answers are filled with divine wisdom, always working for your good and my glory. And never forget, you are never alone in this journey. You are part of a larger body of believers, a vast community that stretches far beyond your immediate circle. In moments of doubt, when you feel like your struggles are insurmountable or uniquely yours, remember there are others walking the same path, sharing in your burdens. Reach out to them. Surround yourself with those who share your faith, who can walk beside you, offering not just prayers, but tangible support. Through fellowship, you'll experience the rich diversity of my kingdom, a beautiful mosaic of people from every background, each reflecting a different facet of my image. Be open to give as much as you receive, for I often use my people as vessels of love, encouragement, and healing. And don't forget, you too have a unique role to play. Your gifts, your talents, your passion, they are meant to serve others. Step into that calling and trust that I will guide you to the place where your contributions can uplift and inspire. Guard your mind with intentionality, for it is easy to let negative thoughts take root. Self-doubt, regret, envy, these are like shadows that can darken even the brightest moments. But you don't have to let them control you. Counter them with the truth of who I am and what I have done. Speak life over yourself, even when the lies of doubt seem overwhelming. Fill your heart with gratitude. Take a moment each day to reflect on your blessings, no matter how small. Remember, worship is not confined to church or music. It is a lifestyle. Worship is found in the moment when you intentionally shift your focus from your struggles to my sovereignty, acknowledging that everything, your life, your breath, is a gift from me. Worship is found when you see my hand in the smallest of details and recognize that I am with you in every step. And don't let the failures of human love cloud your understanding of my love. I know it can be hard when relationships let you down. Betrayal, abandonment, and broken trust can leave deep scars. But let me reassure you, my love is unlike any love you have ever experienced. It is not contingent upon your perfection or your worthiness. I love you because that is my nature. My love is unconditional, unchanging, and steadfast. Even when you falter, I see the beauty of who you are and love you for it. Allow my perfect love to reshape your understanding of what it means to be loved, to trust, and to be loyal. Let me heal the wounds that past relationships have left, and let my love fill the voids that have lingered for far too long. Perhaps you've been waiting for a breakthrough, something you've longed for, prayed for, but haven't yet received. It's easy to feel like I've forgotten you, or that your prayers are unanswered. But I assure you, I am never late. My timing doesn't always align with yours, but I see the whole picture. I see what lies ahead, the bigger plan, the timing that will bring about the greatest blessing. Your waiting is not in vain. I am preparing you for what is to come, shaping you to hold and steward the blessings I will pour into your life. In the meantime, remain faithful in the small tasks, the quiet moments that build up your faith. These are the foundations of your future breakthrough, even when they feel insignificant in the moment. When hardship after hardship hits, it's natural to feel overwhelmed. You might wonder if you can stand under the weight of it all. It may seem as if you're being consumed by trial after trial, as though you're caught in a refining fire that you cannot endure. But understand this: the refiner's fire is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to purify you, to shape you into something more precious, more resilient. I don't take joy in your suffering, but I do see the finished product, the person you will become through these trials. Your perseverance in the midst of hardship will not only refine your character, it will also become a testimony to my faithfulness and a light to others in darkness. Don't let your circumstances narrow your view. In the midst of your own struggles, it's easy to forget the larger picture. My kingdom is ever expanding, and lives are being transformed around the world. In your moments of pain, lift your eyes and see how I am at work raising up voices of justice, mercy, and truth. Remember that you are not just a passive observer in your own life, but an active participant in my global kingdom. Your prayers, your actions, your love, they all matter. What you do here can ripple out to affect lives far beyond your reach. Don't underestimate the power of your prayers for those who are suffering, or the influence you have in places you may never visit. Each day is a new beginning, a fresh opportunity to reflect my love in everything you do. Yesterday's failures do not define you. Every new sunrise brings with it the chance for a new start. You are not bound to repeat the mistakes of your past. Each day is a gift, a clean slate. When you rise, choose to reflect my love in how you treat others, in how you see yourself, and in how you offer grace to those around you. My mercies are new every morning, embrace them. And let today be the day you step into the fullness of the life I've designed for you. Embrace today with a heart full of gratitude, for every moment offers you a chance to see life through a renewed lens. Yesterday's struggles do not dictate the course of today. Despite the hardships that may have weighed on you, today brings with it a fresh opportunity to step into the light of my presence. Your spiritual adversary may whisper lies to you, trying to convince you that your life is insignificant, that your failures are permanent, and that your prayers will go unanswered. Recognize these voices for what they truly are: attempts to cloud your vision, to steal away your sense of purpose, and to rob you of the grand potential I've placed within you. Stand firm in the authority I've given you. Declare my truth over every circumstance. Resist the urge to surrender to despair or complacency by remembering this one vital truth. You were made in my image. You are too valuable to remain lost in the shadows of defeat. I've already equipped you with the armor of truth, righteousness, faith, and prayer tools that have the power to tear down any stronghold of negativity or discouragement. Let's take a moment to remember the incredible power of gratitude. Even in the midst of trials, gratitude shifts your perspective, lifting you from desolation to hope. It may feel like the weight of the world is upon you, but if you pause and look, you'll find there's always something to be thankful for. It might be something as simple as the meal that nourished you today, the unexpected phone call that lifted your spirits, or the breath that sustains you with each new moment. These seemingly small acts of gratitude serve as stepping stones that carry you from a place of heaviness to a place of light. When you begin to notice these blessings, you'll quickly realize that every day is bursting with reasons to celebrate my faithfulness in your life. As gratitude blooms, it leaves little room for hopelessness to take root. And when you think about the future, it's normal to feel daunted by the size of your dreams or the obstacles that lie ahead. But remember, I'm the giver of dreams, and no dream that aligns with my will is too grand for my hands to cultivate. Trust in my timing and learn to sense my guidance. There will be seasons where you pour your heart and energy into tasks I've set before you. And there will be other times when I urge you to rest, to reflect, and to allow my spirit to reshape your perspective. Both of these seasons are necessary for your growth, so don't mistake waiting for inactivity. In fact, waiting is often a sacred season of preparation, a time where I am setting the stage for something greater. There may be wounds you carry that have not yet healed, emotional scars, heartbreaks, betrayals that you try to bury, thinking that ignoring them will bring healing. But I encourage you to bring these wounds into the light. Share them in prayer or with a trusted counselor or friend who is guided by my spirit. Healing is a delicate process, but it begins when you allow truth, compassion, and wisdom to gently address what's been hidden. You don't have to walk through life wounded and guarded. My power is made perfect in your weakness. And when you surrender your brokenness to me, I begin the process of reconstruction. The world may offer you false promises of contentment, material gains, accolades, or fleeting pleasures. But true contentment is found in knowing that I am enough, no matter how much or how little you have. Whether you feel seen or overlooked, I am your constant. My presence is your joy. And when your soul rests in this truth, the world's shifting circumstances no longer have the power to define your happiness. You become like a tree firmly planted by streams of water, yielding fruit no matter the season. Whether in times of prosperity or drought, you remain steadfast, unwavering in your trust in me. Every trial you face is a crossroads. Will you succumb to despair? Or will you trust that my goodness will prevail, even in the darkest of times? Choose to trust. My ways of redemption are beyond human comprehension. I've turned prisons into platforms for hope, deserts into lush oases, and storms into cleansing winds. Your darkest moment, when surrendered to me, can be transformed into a testimony that inspires others to believe. Your choices in these defining moments are more significant than you may realize. They shape who you are and reveal strengths you didn't know you had. These are strengths that my spirit awakens, not just for your benefit, but for the blessing of many others. Consider how I care for even the birds of the air and the lilies of the field. They don't toil or worry, yet they thrive under my watchful care. Are you not more valuable than they? Anxiety tries to deceive you, making you believe that everything depends on your frantic effort. But faith, true faith, remains calm, reminding you that my eyes never miss a detail. Release your burdens to me through prayer. Trust that I, your Heavenly Father, hold your well-being close to my heart. Shift your focus each morning from what do I lack to what do I receive from my Father's hand. This change in perspective will open your eyes to the abundant blessings I pour into your life daily. I understand the weight of societal pressures, career expectations, family dynamics, and cultural norms that often make you question your worth or identity. But you must grasp this truth. You are not a product of society's standards. You were created with divine intention. The scriptures declare you are fearfully and wonderfully made, woven together in a way that transcends human judgment. Resist the temptation to measure yourself against worldly metrics of success. Let me guide you to a life that stands as a testament to love, integrity, and purpose, one that's not defined by shallow comparisons, but by deep spiritual value. When doubt tries to creep in, when you question my closeness, remember the times I've provided for you in the most unexpected ways. The memory of my past faithfulness will fortify your faith for the future. These moments, these stones of remembrance, serve as anchors in the turbulent seas of life. Keep a journal of them if you must, so that when doubt arises, you can revisit those milestones of my intervention in your life. Let them remind you that I am not a distant deity, but a loving God who is actively involved in your daily journey. And when you face temptation, whether to indulge in harmful habits, lash out in anger, or compromise your integrity, call on my Spirit. You do not need to be enslaved by destructive urges. The Spirit within you offers the power to choose life over death, to walk the path of righteousness. Even if you've stumbled, remember, failure is not your identity. Each moment is an opportunity for repentance, a chance to return to the light. Lean on me, and you will find that the chains of destructive habits will break, and you will walk in the freedom I offer. It moves my heart when you intercede for others, especially those who have hurt you or seem unreachable. When you pray for those who have wronged you or for those in deep pain, you align yourself with my own compassionate heart. I see the whole tapestry of humanity and long for all to know redemption and peace. Your willingness to pray for others, especially those in need, unlocks blessings that cannot always be quantified. Sometimes you will see immediate results. Other times, the seeds you plant will take time to grow. Regardless, your prayers are never in vain. Know this: you were created for communion with me. Let your life testify to my goodness in how you treat others, how you steward your gifts, and how you navigate sorrow. Let these words echo in your heart. I am loved, I am chosen, and I am held by a God whose care never fails. Embrace this love and let it transform you from the inside out. Through your life, may others see my reflection and be drawn to the warmth of my embrace. I am with you always, and I will never stop revealing the wonders that come from a heart fully surrendered to me. Amen.